My mic died, so those two videos will never come out. Gen Z's energy drink crisis. Tommy NFG.
Those whole civilizations built off these damn beans. Of course, when coffee wasn't hitting hard enough, they had to make a teeny tiny subtle switch to cocaine to boost production.
I've never seen that video. It just starts beating up your camera. I'd be fuming. I'd go out there. I feel like the voice thing through wouldn't even be enough. I mean, I'd have to like pop up, you know? Ugh, I'd hate to not be there for that moment.
Hey, we can say what we want about it, but you can't tell me they wasn't handling with swiftness from the 70s to 80s, which was at the time in the US when things were at their most affordable. But sadly, that became illegal, so eventually they found a brand new
Bro, 70s, 80s was the last time shit was affordable. That's crazy. I absolutely believe it, but that's crazy. I mean, shit has just been bad forever, and it's not it's not getting any better. Like, what the fuck?
Totally not harmful at all product to replace it. Energy drinks. And slowly over time, especially since the 2000s, they become more and more popular every year, with Gen Z now leading the chart as the group who consumes the most energy drinks. And
Bro, I love energy drinks and all. Like, actually, like if I'll drink an energy drink. I got nothing wrong with them. Like, yeah, they're not great for your health and all, but you feel psyched when you're drinking energy. You slam up because when I drink something, I'm gonna either drink it all in, like I'm gonna big chug it, Badland chug it, or I'm just not gonna drink it. Like I got two modes. That's it. So I'm chugging an energy drink, coffee, whatever the fuck it is, chugging it. So chugging an energy drink, you feel on top of a mountain. You know what I mean? So I get it. But they're expensive, man, because you got to get a good one, right? The monsters and shit, they're like $3, or you get like six of them or whatever. I don't know. Some shit. It's like $2 each. I don't know. But Red Bulls are always like $3. They're small as shit. And I just feel like it's not enough, you know, in comparison, not enough. So no, I feel like energy drinks are just not affordable is the thing. Coffee is so much cheaper.
I'm not gonna lie,
it's not even close. We're kind of close.
according to studies nowadays, 75 to 80% say they drink them regularly, and older generations drink them the least. But to be fair, that doesn't mean older generations don't have caffeine. They just have coffee a lot more than energy drinks. I can give boomers credit on that though. They can manage their caffeine a lot better than us. You know, other than destroying the world's economies, causing wars for no reason, being selfish and on younger generations for a world they created, and saying just buy a house like I did for 2 pennies and a handshake, seems like they've gotten caffeine addiction pretty beaten. And as someone who started having energy drinks and pre-workout around 4 years ago when I turned 19, not gonna lie, it was mainly because I started going to the gym and wanted to get the best gains. Caffeine addiction is probably top 5 addictions this generation.
Oh, dude, I feel like every generation is addicted to caffeine. No, everybody that I see goes for coffee or caffeine of some sort. Every single person starts the day with a goddamn Dr. Pepper, drinks black coffee, drinks sweet, sugary coffee, whatever it is. They always drink coffee. Everybody drinks coffee. Some people even do the caffeine supplements and stuff. Like I've seen tons of stuff. Like everybody's into coffee.
Has right now. And especially when I started having it more, I can understand why it's hard for some people to stop. Because just like all other stimulants, you end up getting a tolerance to it and needing more. For some people, it's bad. It can get to the point where if you have it too much, days you don't have it will give you headaches. And some people even throw up because their body needs it, which is why you should always keep it balanced and have some break days a week where you
Bro, but you get to a certain point where you're just there. Like, you know what I mean? And then you can never go back to, not having cough. Like that just doesn't that's not an option anymore. You know what I mean? So there's a point where that's no longer a choice that you have. So if you still have the choice, take it, right? But if not, what can you do? That's what I'm saying. What can you do?
don't have caffeine like at least 2 days in the week. But even then, with people having it, one thing I didn't realize, because I did research before I started having it, is how many people don't know the limits and drink over it a day. The FDA and most of the world's health organizations say you should have a max of 400 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah, we just finished the one video that had the Panera fucking charged lemonade that had like almost 300 milligrams of caffeine in the large, and then somebody drank like 3 of them and then got hospitalized and died. That shit was crazy. But yeah, no, I have I know somebody that does 250 milligrams for the little pills. You know what I mean? And it says to take 2, but they only take 1. You know? So, I mean, yeah, 400 I feel like is like death territory. But I mean, these usually have like 300 in them, no?
caffeine a day, which is already a lot. For reference, that's having 4 cups of coffee a day, 10 cans of soda, or 2 cans of 200 milligram energy drinks. For real, the only reason you should even be having that much is if you go to the gym and lift a lot or work like 14-hour days. But even with this being clear public information, people will casually brag online that they have double that amount or even more. Like, you just said,
Bro, that's like 4 cups of coffee though. 400 milligrams? That's like 4 cups of coffee. $95 milligrams per cup of coffee. Yeah, that's 4 cups of coffee. That's nothing. I feel like I would slam 2 before it hits like 9 a.m. and then I get my other 2 in before noon. Like, that's a normal ass day. Yeah, sure, I'm unhealthy. Sure. But that's a normal ass day.
of 400 milligrams of admitting to overdosing on social media in 2026 because that's what you're doing.
How much caffeine do you drink per day? 1,000 milligrams, which is 1 gram, which is 10% a lethal dose. What's your 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day like schedule? I started the day off with 4 shots of espresso.
Oh yeah, that dude's gonna have a heart attack. I feel like you can't cross 4 digits. That's just silly. That's what the guy died from in the, you know, the charged lemonade.
Mix that with 2 protein shakes. That's about 256 grams of caffeine. Later in the day, I have a pre-workout.
Bro said grams. It's milligrams. Grams would kill you.
Before I hit the gym, this one is like 300 milligrams of caffeine, so now we're at like 650. And then I'll probably either have another one of these later in the day for my second workout, or 4 more shots of espresso. So around 1,000. Do you have a problem sleeping? Not sleep great. I track it with my Oura ring every night. I can drink a pre-workout and go to bed if I wanted to. What is the most?
Oh no, you can't. No, you can't though. You can't. Coffee blocks it's a biological thing, man. You can't change it. You can't sleep after you drink caffeine. You can't do that. Before it hits, sure. Like you try to power sleep after you chug. I get that. But if it already kicks in, you can't biologically, you can't sleep.
Amount of caffeine, milligrams of caffeine you've had in one day, and how did it make you feel? For me, my all-time high, career high, is 750 milligrams in one day.
What the fuck? What is he doing? What is this?
That's a lot. And I remember, so I had 2 Reigns, so that's 600 right there. And then I had, I think, like 2 or 3 Diet Cokes. So that got me up to like 750.
The
And
comment section of this video is worse too. Somebody said 3,200, which is 8 times the max limit. 1,750 milligrams, which is 4
Dude. No.
times the max limit. Funniest thing about this is having
Bro, I think when I hit like 5 or 6 cup, if I'm on my 5th cup of coffee, it's not that great of a day, you know? But I feel like you can tell though. Like you can tell when you're on that high level of a caffeine, like before you're there. You know it's already approaching like too high, and you can literally feel your heart like too much. So just stop. How do they get that high? 1750, that guy's lying. 3200, that guy's definitely lying.
all this caffeine is actually going to make it work worse for you. You're just bringing up your tolerance to the point of having one energy drink is going to give you 0 effect on your body. So if you think you're caffeine addicted for almost having the limit every day, there's levels to this shit. You at level 2. Obviously, the main problem with having that much is you risk having a heart attack at any moment. Your heart can only handle so much stimulation before it pops. There was a sad case recently of someone in Gen Z passing away from having too much caffeine. The 17-year-old girl named Larissa Rodriguez was
Bro, 17? That's so sad.
having energy drinks a lot from a specific brand called Alani. Now, at her age, even though it's not recommended to have energy drinks under 18, as a teenager, the max you're supposed to have if you do is 100 milligrams a day. And the Alani has 200 milligrams, so we're already starting off bad. On October 20th, 2020,
Bro, does that mean if she had 2 cups of coffee a day, she would have died too? Like, is it worse caffeine when it comes from an energy drink?
she sadly passed away from a heart attack after having them. Although it's not exactly confirmed how many she was having a day, people are speculating it was way more than the limit because you don't pass away at that age without
It just doesn't make sense. It had to be several a day, like 2 to 3 a day.
really putting pressure on your body. You saw that TikTok comment section. There was admitting to having absurd amounts, and even they didn't pass away. The biggest thing going around was that she was having 6 of them a day, which would be 1,200 milligrams a day.
Well, now you're just stupid then. Then you're just stupid.
3 times the daily limit, by the way, for an adult. And if that's really true,
Bro, does that mean 2 5-hour
Okay,
energies?
3
Does that mean 5-hour energy has 600 milligrams of caffeine? Oh my God. I actually heard about somebody who had like a seizure after drinking one of those, but that was like 10 years ago. That was a long time ago when those like just came out.
times the daily limit, by the way, for an adult. And if that's really true, it's so crazy how people don't check the limits of shit anymore. The fact that no one in her life told her she has to stop having that much because it's gonna make her die faster is crazy. If I had 1,200 milligrams of caffeine a day, I'd probably be able to run around the whole world 3 times and still be good. For her body, she definitely got
No, dude, I think I would genuinely have a heart attack. Like, I've been on like, I was gonna say like 5th or 6th cup of coffee. Like, you really feel that shit. Like, there's a certain point where you know you gotta stop. Like, how do you just keep on trucking? What the fuck?
used to it, which is the problem. And now her family's trying to sue the company, saying they didn't have enough warnings about excess caffeine use, even though it says it right
Oh, they're gonna lose that for sure.
on the
Not recommended for children, and she's a child.
can. Or you could search up the health facts online and instantly know the limits. Rest in peace to her, obviously. Tragic death, but this lawsuit is not gonna go anywhere. This would be the equivalent of someone who died from alcohol poisoning suing the beer company for giving them that much alcohol. Also, what
Yeah.
the fuck were the parents doing? They should have especially asked her about her energy.
Yeah, bro, when you heard she's drinking 6 of them a day, you know how expensive that is on its own? She's spending like $12 a day on energy drinks. Minimum. She's buying packs.
drink habits since she was having so much. My mom to this day still gets on my ass for having any type of caffeine, and I'm not gonna lie, she's right. Low-key, in general, no one should be having caffeine preferably. The tolerance comes up no matter what, even if you drink coffee. But if you are gonna be drinking it like most people in the world do, you should at least be hitting the limit max and not going higher than it. It also doesn't help that energy drinks have turned into a hobby for people. Like, why does everything have to be a hobby, man? TikTok is ruined doing any type of thing. You have people show off their collections of energy drinks like they're a car collector.
Oh, yeah, I hate that. I'm glad they don't do that anymore with like they used to take the little tops, the colored tops of the monsters and slide them into like the binder, the outside of the binder. That shit was like so cringy. Especially now. Back then it was cool because you were a kid, you know? And then now, yeah, people have like walls of old energy drinks. That shit's gross. And there's always a little bit in there that's just like gross now. And then like, you're gonna have bugs and stuff in your room. No, thank you.
They could point out every single chemical compound in each drink like they're Walter White.
Unless you wash them out, then it's kind of okay. Oh my God. Why are you keeping them?
This is an
Whoa, what a weirdo, dude. You can't even fake that, right? Oh my God, that has to be real.
expensive hobby. I don't know how they're getting all these different types of cans. Okay.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. This shit's too. I said that in the beginning, bro. This shit's too expensive.
Okay, well, not expensive like being a car collector, but a 12-pack energy drink is usually like $30, so it adds up. The closer you are to them, the more you're gonna want to drink it. So it's probably not the best idea if you already take a lot of caffeine now to stack up on it. Energy drinks gonna be calling your name midday like the Green Goblin mask. Now, in defense of all this caffeine consumption, because one may wonder why Gen Z has so much, it's a couple of reasons. One being currently in college, and since you're studying a lot more, you need more energy, hence the energy drinks. Every generation has had their things for colleges. Back then, it was taking out your stress on a cigarette pack, or taking coke to make the 7 a.m. test. Oh,
Yeah, dude, and then people like hate on everything that they used to do now, which like obviously, but like cigarettes and vaping and stuff, and now it's like Zins. Zins and I guess energy drinks. So, I mean, that's what it was when I was at a certain, I'm not going to say a certain place. Everybody had like 2 to 4 Zins in and then 2 energy drinks for the day. And like, I'm just doing black coffee. Like I just did black coffee all day. But yeah, no, some people that be hustling, that's what they're doing.
also going to the gym a lot more, which like I said is the reason I even have it on my days off I don't. If you're coming from working a long day and want to hit the gym after, most people need a little something to pick themselves up. Another thing some people might be surprised by is partying. There's been an uprise in bars serving drinks with energy drinks intertwined or
I don't hate that though. I don't drink a lot, but I don't hate that because I feel like it makes drinks taste better for one, because Red Bull's gross, but it's not that bad, you know? And it balances out with alcohol perfectly. But no, I'm fine with that. I don't want to be all sleepy and drunk anyway. I want to be hyped and drunk, you know?
just drinks having it themselves. Some people completely replace having alcohol with just an energy drink and go to a concert. The alcohol industry might be dead by the time we're old. They're practically begging for the youth to drink. But we have morals, alright? We draw the line at getting blackout drunk. We'd rather be getting heart attacks by 30 or getting severely addicted to gambling that we lose our life savings. It could also be that statistically Gen Z right now is the most stressed generation, whether you believe that or not.
Oh, bro, now, yeah, but it's only gonna get worse. I mean, just wait. It's gonna be fucking. They haven't even realized that they're so fucked.
And every time a generation is feeling stressed, there's always something to help with that cope. One of the other reasons for the uptick is it seems like everyone has an energy drink now. I can't even count on my hands how many celebs have come out with their own custom energy drinks. The Rock has one. Kim Kardashian has.
Bro, drinks are just cheap to make, and then they don't need to spend as much on marketing like Coke and Pepsi and stuff, so they can like do it through their own platforms. But making the product is super cheap, and then the profit on it's crazy.
As one, Logan Paul and KSI, which we all remember. Kids were getting cracked out thinking a Prime energy drink was just like their apple juice, only to all of a sudden be able to bench 500 pounds 5 times in a row. Parents don't truly check on their kids anymore because how is your kid casually having caffeine at 8 years old and 10 years old and you don't even know? Even
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Aaron Trump, Donald Trump's son, announced he's releasing one in May of this year. What the f does this know about energy drinks? I don't think I've even heard him talk. The only thing I want to see him do is be in them war fields for the his father started. The main problem with it is it's not like food or something that doesn't affect your body too much. It's a stimulant that if you have too much, you can die from. I assume even people who don't drink caffeine who are fans of these celebs are gonna try their energy drinks and potentially get hooked on having them. Or may not know they can only have a certain amount.
Yeah, bro, people don't actually think you can die from that. They think it's just like jokes. Like it's all, oh yeah, FDA.
Before they get Fortnite eliminated. You should also only be having the energy drink in the morning or 3 p.m. max. Any later and good luck getting any type of sleep. There's a ton of people who have permanent sleep problems every night because the amount of caffeine they consume.
Yeah, bro, if you're not on like a consistent, like good schedule with that, you're gonna be screwed. Like I can't drink coffee after like 3 or 4 p.m. Like I'm not gonna sleep at all.
Caffeine has a half-life of 3 to 7 hours, meaning it takes that much time to get down to half the amount in your system. And if you have like 200 milligrams at 5 p.m., you're still gonna have a cup of coffee and a half in your system by 10, extending the time it takes for you to sleep. You most likely won't be able to sleep until like 1 or 2 a.m., which for anyone in school or that has a job, that's probably gonna make life worse for you. Or you're gonna have the worst stage of it, having to take copious amounts of caffeine in the daytime, while at night downing a bottle of melatonin to fight it. It creates.
So it sounds like there's really nothing you could do about it though. Like they're just kind of doomed to be screwed. Like, and that's just what they're like, you know, forced into pretty much. Like it's not even, they're just like, supposedly you could say their life demands it, you know, but apparently if it's the generation that's not working as much, like, well, I guess you'd have the time, you know, and then you're just choosing to drink energy drinks in the meantime, I guess. Like, I don't know. Weird situation.
It's an endless cycle of you doing that until one day you either take a break or I guess wait until you're at 900 milligrams of caffeine every day and have a heart attack in the middle of the night. To wrap it up, the main lesson of today's video, I guess, is to always remember the limits of caffeine. More and more are there cases of people.
Oh, bro, that was the same one. That was the one that we saw. Oh, no, it wasn't. Oh, I'm tripping.
Either having heart attacks or destroying their bodies over having too much, which is why we should put cocaine back in Coke bottles. Follow me on Twitter.
I agree with that though. Nice video. Love that. Perfect.